But lately, every time I go to oh my god, I'm not scratching my boob as I'm talking. Like, I need to not do that. I'm like this, look. I felt like that. So where have I been? I decided to give myself a ginormous break from all social media and my hobbies. Especially YouTube. I feel like I was spending a lot of like time on it because I didn't understand it right yet, you know. So I was trying to get to know it, figure out how to use it and all this stuff that I was spending a lot of time with it. And same with my favorite hobby, which is cosplay. I stopped cosplaying for an entire year. I stopped making costumes. I stopped going to conventions. But also I feel like I needed to get back and focus on real life. I was kind of unhappy where I was at. I felt like I was in a never-ending whole circle, whatever, that I just was over with, and I wanted to change it. I wanted to focus more on my marriage, which I felt like needed a lot to work on. With that being said, I have had a lot of great things that have happened in the past year to me that I just am so much more happier now. I had a son. His name is Liam. He's 2 months tomorrow on April 7th. He is the most beautiful, amazing human baby being ever. I'm so in love with him. He's like the best thing that I could have, gained from my life. I mean, I never thought I could be a mom. I never thought I would be a mom at the age which I am. I was 26 when I had him. And I think he is the best thing that I could have gained from all of it. My husband and I ended up buying a house. We stayed in the house that we were staying on. We decided to buy it. And it's great because, it's our first home that we ended up moving out to, and we loved it so much. I know we didn't see other homes, but it was a great moment for us, and we decided to buy our house and make it into a home. It was amazing. I ended up changing jobs. I'm at a job now where I'm so happy. I am so grateful for finding it. Well, it finding me, and it's just one of the best moves I could have done. I was terrified of leaving my job that I had 5 years and getting into another job which it's completely different, but it's so much better. It's something that I've been looking for in a long time, that I was hoping my last job would turn into, and it never did. But it's all for the better. All this happened in the last year. Can you believe it? I mean, I think it's amazing. I also have a new puppy. Well, she's big now. She's a year old. Her name is Anya. I don't know if I mentioned her in my prior videos, but she's so cute. She's a black and white little puppy. I'll insert a picture here somewhere. The same with my baby. But yeah, she's a cutie pie, and she's such a brat. So yeah, that's my little life update and why I stopped, cosplaying and doing YouTube videos. I just wanted to focus on my life and, stop making YouTube and Instagram and all of that stuff into a priority and focus more of it into a hobby. Now that my life has gotten so much more crazier, I feel like I can really focus and have fun with this now and not just make it something that I have to do, or I started doing it because I enjoyed it, and I love sharing my stories with you guys, and because I enjoyed all the stories that people on YouTube and Instagram have shared with me, and I just wanted to do the same and give back and share mine with you. So something that has been happening in the past year, right before I left YouTube, something weird happened. It was during the holidays, so it was around Christmas, and you know, Christmas is going to be at our house again, and we were decorating, my husband and I were decorating the house. We had Christmas music playing, we were eating cookies and hot chocolate and coffee, and just enjoying that time with my husband as we decorated a house. And every time we talk about Christmas, like Christmas Day, I always say Jesus' birthday. I never say Christmas, you know, and we were just enjoying it. And I was telling my husband it's almost Jesus' birthday. You know, I was telling him how I wanted more paintings of Jesus Christ on our kitchen area and things like that. I remember talking about that. But as I was decorating our chimney, we had a key to the chimney, right? And it's an old house, so it's one key for the chimney. And I didn't want to lose it, especially everybody coming over, and we were using the chimney a lot. I didn't want to lose that key. So what I did is I put it on top of the chimney, like the bricks, and I put all the decorations on top. As we're decorating, we hear like something heavy fall to the floor. And our chimney is in our dining area, but we don't have a dining table. It's technically, we just leave it like an open space for like parties, or if we have like family and friends come over, we'll have that area to, you know, fill it in with whatever we're doing that day, playing poker, so I don't know. So it's empty at this point, and we hear something heavy fall in the middle of the dining area, maybe 2 or 3 feet far away. And we look, and it's the key for the chimney. And my husband was like, what the heck? And I was like, and my face like dropped. I was so like, what the F, you know? And I grab it, and I was like, it's the key for the chimney. He goes, did it fall or something? I was like, no, because I put it under all of the decorations. I put it under the decorations so we wouldn't lose it. Like, I literally put everything on top, so how would it like jump out? Like, I don't know. So he laughed, of course. He always does like this little like laugh, like when there's no explanation of the things that I tell him, he kind of laughs. Not at me, but just at what's going on. And I was like, I swear, like, I put it down so we wouldn't lose it. I don't know. There's no way it could have fell and landed that far, you know. And I thought I tugged on something. That was one incident, and my husband swears like it was probably because we were decorating for Christmas and we were talking about Jesus and things like that, and maybe something didn't like us talking about it. And I got scared about that because I was thinking, like, if it's a ghost or something, I would expect like not that type of reaction, you know, unless it's something that doesn't like that kind of stuff, and there's only like demons that don't like that stuff. So that was a year ago, and ever since then nothing has happened. I mean, I was pregnant, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on, and maybe I just didn't pay attention to the stuff around me, I don't know, but I was left alone in the house all the time, and I didn't notice anything. Like I mentioned earlier, Liam is going to be 2 months on the 7th, and ever since I've had him, I've had like this huge overprotective like thing about me with him, and I'm sure that's normal. I'm a new mom. I'm gonna be overprotective of my baby, and I just don't want nothing to happen to him, you know. I believe it's normal. Oh, my sister's here. She's driving now, guys. So 2 months ago when I had him, I've had this weird feeling that something has been watching him. I feel like there'll be something in our room and something's looking at him, or I start thinking things like something's watching him through the window, or just a bunch of crazy things. Like I close the windows and just want to make sure there's nothing looking at him, but at night I feel like something is, like something's in the corner of my room just looking at him. So I got that feeling, and I walked over to his bassinet and I prayed over him, you know. I just made sure he didn't have any bad dreams, that nothing bad would ever happen to him, that he would always stay safe. And I went back to sleep. A couple of nights after that, I had like weird sleep paralysis. And I mentioned this on my Instagram because I've been having that feeling that I can't get up from sleeping. And I woke up, I felt like I woke up and I saw him. I just couldn't get to him. Now, like I mentioned before, I had that feeling that somebody's watching him, and I walked over. I felt like something was making me not get up and pray over him or protect him. And I got really nervous, and I woke up and I was just like oh, that feel. I mean, I don't know if you guys have had sleep paralysis, but it's one of like the most scary feelings because you don't have no control of what you want to do. You can move, you can look around, but the action that you want to do, you just can't do it. In my case, I was trying to walk over to Liam to grab him or protect him or pray over him, and I just couldn't get up to do it. Now, a couple of nights ago, after that incident happened, I woke up like around 5 a.m. and because Liam wanted to eat, so I fed him, and I every time I feed him, I also change his diaper. So while I'm feeding him, I noticed that there was this huge wet spot on the side of my leg, like on my butt cheek on the side, and I was like, crap, like Liam probably peed through his diaper. So I get up after I feed him. I get up and I go get some diaper wipes and new clothes for him to be like, so I can change him. And as I'm changing him, he's completely dry. Like his diaper is dirty, but his clothes are dry. And I'm like, that's weird, So I keep changing him, and I'm changing him, and I'm checking him, and nothing's wet. His clothes are completely dry. Now I walk over to the mirror and I check on my leg, and I have this huge wet spot on my butt. And I was like, what the heck was that? So when I go to the bed is dry. The sheets are dry. So I'm like, did I pee myself, or did Liam didn't pee? So I was fine. It was just that wet spot. And I changed my pants, and as I grabbed my pants, I actually smelled it to see if it was pee, and it wasn't. It smelled like nothing. I went back to sleep, and I told my husband about it, and he was like,
are you sure? Like, it wasn't Liam that peed?
I was like, no, because I even checked the bed, I checked him, everything was dry besides that spot. And he said, that's weird. I even asked him if he peed, and he said no. But I thought it was super weird. So nights went on, and I told my husband about, like, I kept thinking about that stuff, like what scenarios could have happened. Maybe my dog went in there and threw up on me or peed on me. Like, I don't know. Like, we're just trying to, like, debunk the fact that maybe something scary was going on. So nights go on, and then he tells me, he goes,
you should talk about this on your YouTube channel.
And I was like, don't say that, like, because if I talk about this on my YouTube channel, it's because you believe that it's something scary, like how I think it's something scary. He goes,
I don't know. He goes, we haven't figured out what that was.
But yeah, I think something weird happened. I don't know, and let me know what you guys think. It wasn't a baby bottle. He wasn't being fed with a baby bottle. It wasn't wipes that I probably left, because that stain was so wet, like it went through my underwear. It wasn't me, because nothing else was, like I didn't pee through my pants. It was just on the side. I wish I would have taken a picture of it, but I was just so weirded out about it that I just didn't think it was, I don't know, I just didn't think much of it, until I realized like nothing else was wet besides my pants. My husband didn't leave nothing. Nothing was left on the bed that could have leaked through. And also Liam was sleeping on this side, and I was like sleeping like this with him, feeding him, and the stain was on this side, so my leg was facing upward. So I don't know what that was. So those are my creepy stories that have been happening for a year, mainly the past 2 months since Liam has been born. I just think I need to baptize him so all the bad energy could get away from him, and he can just live a safe and happy life, and nothing could, get to him or anything like that. But yeah, that's what's been going on. So thanks for watching my video. Thanks for sticking around for past a year, and thanks for all my new followers that have been watching my videos. I hope you have been enjoying them. There's gonna be a lot more, and yeah. All right guys, so thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.